Much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
2nd down and 7. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Wentz now on 1st down. He'll fire it deep for Reagor. There's Jalen Reagor, his first NFL catch. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Greg Stroman on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Always got some breathing room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards there, a big one. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Here we go. Let him know.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
56 to Mike. Check 56. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
Now it's Haskins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. Here's the Pro Bowl punter, Tress Way, on to punt for Washington, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Here's Jackson. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now this time, Wentz will throw. Flush to his right. He's going to keep it again. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Goodwin able to haul it in. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Complete.
Marquise Goodwin, 70 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Second and 10 now, Haskins. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. He'll air this out deep for Harmon. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. What a first quarter. Boom, you're up 3 scores just like that, and the offense clicking.
And they're thinking to themselves, we can totally overwhelm this team. Now flip it over. They're going to get the ball back.
Yeah.
Can't panic here. Talk to yourselves one play at a time to try and get back in.
And that's cliche, but really that's the message. This is still very early on in the game. We're in the first quarter.
If you look at it as down 20, then you almost have no shot.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
57 to Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. 57, Mike, 57.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Good for a Washington.
These guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Eagles 18. Washington, nothing.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Watch the slant. 57 Mike. Mike 57. Hey, get in the weight room. Go. 57 to Mike. Here we go. Watch the pass.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come on. Mike 53. 53. Mike. It's been a long day.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch for the Washington leader in receiving yards a year ago. Good for a first down.
47-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. He's coming.
They run with a former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll run on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Now Haskins to throw it. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Haskins. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some space here. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for Philly, and even 70 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now this time he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
That's good.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
The stop was made by Jannard Avery. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 9.
Watch the run. 56.
Here's Haskins. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. 16 yards, a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On first down, Gibson. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Gain of a yard.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators... love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
57's Mike 57. 57.
Operating from the gun. Haskins. He'll air this out deep for Harmon. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. From the gun, Haskins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
The play is a turnover on downs.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On play action, Wentz. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Wentz to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
It's 4th and goal.
And we're going to get a timeout
2 yards
with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Elliott is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Made by Brandon Graham.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Sanders. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work, try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Taken in by Sprinkle, a little pitch and catch. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. To give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
At the 30-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one 28 yards on the ground.
1st down and goal to go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
on 2nd and goal. Haskins, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Washington 9.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brought down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Haskins will throw. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
They'll take over 1st.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The tackle for loss goes to Matthew Ioannidis. Really nice play.
At the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wentz, man open, it's Goodwin. That one good for 14 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
A gain of...
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
A 4-yard.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 4. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And
they have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Rager making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
36, Washington 9.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
Washington on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
56. Check 56.
Now Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, it's Gibson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Gibson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jannard Avery able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's put that team on the bus. 56. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 56 is mine. 56 is mine. Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Eagles.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run the counter. It's Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20 and down to the 7-yard line.
Hurts pass.
23 yards on the play.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
A gain of
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Ready up. 53. Check 53. We don't hold this.
And they will take a knee here.
If you know, you know. If you know about the carport, the trapdoor's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know.
Come on, QB, come on.
And they take a knee.
Today's final.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the